Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, I decided to just cut it off last time because I got up to Terezi LARPing. And there's no way I was gonna split this. Terezi, cut to the chase and begin LARPing immediately. It's pretty hard to live action roleplay when there is no one who is alive nearby. I missed that who. But all of your scalemates are alive to you. At least you pretend to believe that to annoy people. You prepare a new campaign for one of your favourite scenarios, court block drama. His Honourable Tyranny presides. On trial is an especially detestable fellow, Senator Lemonsnout. You have sparred with this scumbag before. Tonight, he faces justice. You will play the role of the prosecuting attorney. On Alternia, there is no such thing as a defence attorney or a defence. In a court block, the word defence itself is offensive. Terezi, interrogate. After Pyral's fight. Yeah. Most of the interrogation is in the intimidating silence. Terezi, slap him around a bit. Slap. It looks like she just broke her arm. Slap. Okay. You don't want to slap too hard. Enough to sting, but not enough to bruise. It must be methodical, businesslike, and persistent. You only stop when you smell tears. My nose is going. That's not good for me, Mr. Senator, you smell very nice. Your luscious yellow scales are like the sweetest gumdrops to the prosecution's nose. But your deceit stinks. Did you honestly think you could dip your corpulent snout into the imperial beetle coffers like that and get away with it? Did you think your revolting abuse of the public trust would go unnoticed? Think again, good Senator. While the prosecution may be blind, rest assured the League of Legislaturators sees all. Terezi, call a witness. Oh, well played, Lemonsnout. Well played. The prosecution's key witness murdered. How convenient. The court block has little choice but to acknowledge your cunning. You have earned just a teensy sliver of your respect back. For now. But wait. Shocking development. Oh my! What have we here? Are they pills with little legs and a head attached to them? Because they look like pills. That's just... No wonder why they're embezzled beetles. The prosecution begs your pardon, dear Senator, but you appear to have dropped something. A personal satchel, perhaps? Chock full of illicit embezzled beetles, with which you have the unmitigated cheek to waltz before his tyranny, concealed beneath your ill-gotten finery. The prosecution requests a short recess for his honourable tyranny, so that all law-abiding and mother-grub-fearing citizens may go outside and puke. Terezi, sentence the criminal. I can't wait until we get faster internet. Ugh. My internet has been really, really dodgy lately. And then we got a call from them and realised that's because of all the rain, water has been getting into the actual lines. Yeah. Flip. I like how she just kind of scratched the eyes out. As a prosecutor, it is your job to reach a final verdict and sentence a reprehensible felon, while his tyranny watches in silence and submits grim approval. But you take pity on this miserable bureaucrat. You are feeling merciful. You will give him a fighting chance. You will fip a double-headed trollcager, to which to decide his fate. Where do I get which from? You do this quite often when making important decisions. Kind of like Batman's nemesis, Two-Face. Or that guy from No Country for Old Men. It turns out that there are lots of badasses out there flipping coins. But those are Earth things, and you've never heard of them. It's safe to say you borrowed this gimmick from one of the many, many troll things out there that's got hard-boiled dudes flipping coins. Habit on which smells of badass. Terezi, flip. Pling. Okay. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. It's shaking. The coin tumbles through the air. Lemon's snout is sweating bullets. A favourable flip, the senator exhales in relief. But what are you so happy about, Mr. Lemonsnout? He looks a bit confused. He quivers his lowly proboscis at the coin. See? The coiner has exonerated him. Coin? What coin? Surely you jest, Mr. Senator. The prosecution sees no coin. She's blind, remember? You just got hung and thrown out the window. She has such a pretty hive, as he decorates it with the hanged victims of her flapping things. Well, not flapping, LARPing anyway. They're not alive to begin with. But she still has a very pretty hive. How did she build that? I mean, I know drones and everything, but how did she just point up to a tree and say, oh, my hive up there? Not to mention her arms aren't long enough to like kind of reach out and grab that to actually pull herself down, and then that will probably go all the way up again anyway, unless she takes them out every time. And she must barely ever leave her hive. Terezi adjourn. Slurp. Another triumph for justice. The court block is adjourned. You offer final salutations to his tyranny in the customary manner. Okay, that's not customary at all. You're just kind of weird. It's just that your red chalk is the most delicious chalk. You cannot get enough of it. Anyone who says there is a more delicious chalk out there simply reeks of deceit. You sure had to go to a lot of trouble to do that. Terezi, go get Kane. K-kind is her specific. You take your walking cane, which you use as a weapon, kind of like Earth's Daredevil, who you've never heard of. You will use it to wallop enemies when you enter the medium. And she kicks ass. Like this. Wallop. Terezi, begin recruiting red team members. Your nose begins scouring your chump roll through the saliva smears on your monitor for potential teammates so you can start playing. No, not her. Nope, not her either. Well, definitely not that guy. Okay, how about this girl? You like to roleplay with her sometimes via chat. You pretend you are a member of the mysterious and noble Dragonid race, there's way too many Y's, while she does her own goofy thing. You don't have it in your heart to tell her that your chat RPing is meant facetiously. Terezi, troll AC. How long have it been? 9 minutes, okay. Suppose I could try to actually read this. I'm going to try and read this. Gallows Calibrator GC began trolling Arsenic Catnip AC. Arsenic Catnip AC is my patron troll in both ways. That works perfectly well. GC lands on your whelping stoop and raps on your cave with her noble and elegant talon, and once with her mighty snout, for good measure. 8 AC saunters from her dark cave, a little bit sleepy from the recent kill. AC uses one of her mouths to lick the fresh blood off her paws, and the other one to blow you a kiss. GC, with a mighty whisk of her mighty tail, plucks the kiss out of the air mightily. GC pockets the kiss in her enchanted rucksack for later, to do something magical, like make goblin wishes come true. Yes, AC finds that to be a most admirable use of the kiss. She thinks that goblin wishes need to come true too, just like any other kind of person wishes. AC begs your pardon while she rips apart this tasty beast to prepare a meal for her cubs. GC eyes the beast hungrily and mightily. Uh-oh! GC eyes the cubs hungrily and mightily, especially mightily. Don't you dare! AC shouts, don't you dare! Indignantly. But it is too late. GC scoops up a plump cub with her glistening majestic tail and flies off magically. The innocent cub is crying and crying and crying. AC says no and looks a bit crestfallen. AC gets a clever idea to slake the majestic dragon's mighty hunger. She prepares the lion's share of the slain armoured collar bear for GC. GC's magnificent curiosity has been perked. Is it a bull collar bear? Oops, she asks that. AC pauses a moment and nods knowingly with a couple of smug grins on her face. She confirms it is indeed the bulliest of bears. GC instantly loses interest in the puny cub and drops it to the ground far below. But as it happens, the really cute cub lands in a bush safe and sound. Whew. GC's alarming and splendiferous girth settles over the succulent collar bear steak. When she finishes the savoury red meat, she lifts her proud wise head and opens her great big mouth and speaks the ancient tongue of 1,000 wisdoms. She says, "Hey, do you want to play a game with me?" AC crinkles up her nose and prepares for a really unprecedented marathon of baffling feline obstinacy. Her dragonide suitor will make neither rhyme nor reason of her perplexing behaviour for even an instant. No, that was a real question. Want to play a game? Oh, okay. If you mean a computer game, then yes, that sounds like fun. Okay, you could be on my team. Team? Who else is playing? I haven't decided yet. A whole bunch of us in 2 teams. Oh, well, it does sound like it will be a lot of fun, but I think I should get permission first. Blah! That's so stupid. He's not the boss of you. I know. But still, I'm kind of scared of him, and I think perhaps it's best just to run it by him first so there isn't a kerfuffle about it or anything. Well, this is stupid in such a terrible myriad of dumb ways. You shouldn't be afraid of anyone. You kill big animals with your bare hands. And in any case, he lives in nowhere near you, so the whole thing is extra stupid. I know, but I don't think it'll be a big deal. I'll just mention it casually and it'll be fine, I'm sure. And then we could play in just a little bit. Fine. In the meantime, I'll go round up some more people to play. Okay. Terezi, Troll TC. Oh, and that again. Okay, I am going to stop it here. Bye.